Very good morning to all my dear students. Welcome to St. Angeles Public School Bagpat online economics classes. As you know that we are working from our home. So my dear students, today we are going to discuss chapter number 9, excess demand and deficient demand, which is from macroeconomics book. As you know that in my previous video we have completed chapter number 8, means income determination and multiplier. But today we are going to discuss chapter number 9, excess demand and deficient demand. Today we will discuss what do you mean by excess demand, or we can say we will discuss the concept of excess demand with the help of diagram. So see here, excess demand. Excess demand. What do you mean by excess demand? It refers to a situation. It refers to a situation when aggregate demand means AD is more than the aggregate supply. Aggregate supply means AS. See, it refers to a situation when aggregate demand is more than the aggregate supply, means AS corresponding to full employment level of output. So this is the definition of excess demand. Again, it refers to a situation when aggregate demand means AD is more than the aggregate supply, means AD is more than AS, means aggregate supply, corresponding to full employment. See, full employment refers to a situation in which all those person who are willing and able to work at the existing wage rate get job, or you can say get work without any difficulty. So in simple terms, please try to understand what do you mean by full employment. Full employment means all resources are fully employed. So I1, see, all resources are fully employed means you can say like this, in full employment refers to a situation in which everyone gets work. So this is the simple meaning of full employment. Full employment means in refers to a situation in which everyone gets work. So this is the meaning of full employment. Or you can say like resources, all resources are fully employed, because you know that means our country is a labor intensive country. So labor means all labors will be considered as resources. So we can say like this, suppose if we are saying that, we can say if we are saying this, full employment means in which everyone gets work. It means all resources are fully employed. Are fully utilized. So I hope all of you have understood What do you mean by this? Excess demand means when it refers to the situation when aggregate demand is more than the aggregate supply corresponding to full employment. It means you can't increase. Full employment means because you know that all resources are already fully utilized, means resources are already fully utilized, means you can't increase. You can't increase, or you can say you can't increase aggregate output. Aggregate output. It means where AD is greater than AS at corresponding to full employment. It means you can't increase aggregate output. It means AS will never be equal to AD. AS will never be equal to AD because of this condition. It means now aggregate demand will always more than, or you can say will always greater than AS. It means what is the impact of this, or you can say what will be the impact of this. See, price will increase. Price means general price level. Will increase, means general price level means inflation. Inflation will increase, but you know that you can't increase aggregate output. It means in this condition, in excess demand condition, output will not increase, or you can say output will not change. If output is not changing, it means employment will also means will not change. Employment will not change, but in this condition, general price level will increase. Or you can say that inflation condition will create. So I hope all of you have understood. Always remember, excess demand will always create inflation condition. Which condition? Inflation condition, because aggregate demand is greater than aggregate supply, and you can't increase aggregate output because economy is already at full employment level. Economy is already at full employment level. It means all resources are fully employed. So you can't increase aggregate supply. It means AD will be greater than AS. It means inflation condition will create, but there will be no impact on output. There will be no impact on output and employment, but there will be impact on general price level. Means inflation will increase. So I hope all of you have understood. Please pause the video and note down this. After this, we will discuss this definition with the help of diagram. Please pause the video and note down this. See after this. Excess demand creates inflationary gap. Inflationary gap means excess demand creates inflationary gap. What is inflationary gap? See, inflationary gap refers to the gap by which actual aggregate demand is greater than the planned aggregate demand. Planned aggregate demand. See, inflationary gap refers to the gap by which actual aggregate demand means is greater than the planned aggregate demand. Planned aggregate demand to establish full employment equilibrium. Full employment equilibrium. See, inflationary gap refers to the gap by which actual aggregate demand is greater than the planned aggregate demand to establish full employment equilibrium. Now, means this explanation we will try to understand this explanation with the help of diagram. See here. Is it visible or not? Yes, it is visible. See, here aggregate demand and here income, output and employment. You know that AD is measured on the y-axis and income, output and employment are measured on the x-axis. See, you know that AS curve or income line will be like this and AD curve will be like this, C plus I. See, this is planned aggregate demand. This is a planned aggregate demand. See, now at this point means at E point, aggregate demand is equal to aggregate supply. So, this is full employment. See, full employment means when planned aggregate demand, when planned aggregate supply both are equal or intersect each other at point E. But see, suppose investment increases, suppose increase in investment, or you can say suppose due to increase in investment, AD curve will shift upward. From AD to AD1. See, this AD1 means C plus I plus delta I. See, this is planned demand. And this is actual demand. See, take point here G. Here point G. See, this AD1 is greater than, this AD1 is more than, or you can say greater than AD by the amount of EG. See, this gap means EG. EG denotes inflationary gap. See, inflationary gap refers to the gap by which actual aggregate demand means AD1. Is greater than the planned aggregate demand. Planned aggregate demand means AD. To establish full employment equilibrium. But see, now inflationary gap in this diagram, see, how will you calculate